Good morning, everybody. So, finally, I made it. It's been a bit of a difficult week, unfortunately. So, I couldn't do the session, the live lesson on Monday and yesterday. So, finally, I made it today. Okay, so let's see if somebody connects. But in the meantime, I am going to tell you something very cool. So, this Friday, I'm going to be in Italy. Finally, I will be in Italy this Friday. I will be teaching in a festival for teachers and in a music education festival with two more wonderful teachers, one of them from Brazil and the other one from Italy. And I am going to present my workshop that is called From Body Music to Sound Painting. And oh my god, I'm so excited. It's finally my first workshop after 2 years. So I'm very happy to be able to do it. But let's talk about the song that I shared with you on Monday in my reel, okay? So on Monday, there was this activity dedicated, well, it was the third week of a month. And on the third week of a month, we talk about body music for children or adolescents, okay? So the first week of a month is always dedicated to 0 to 3. The second week of a month is dedicated to 3 to 5. This is the age, of course, of the children. And the third week of a month is dedicated to older kids, so 5 plus, okay? And this week, I've shared the song called EYENNà. So let's do it again one more time together. And then we're gonna learn it slow. Right, so I'm in my school here. This is the door, the window, okay, and here I have the piano and all the other things. Okay, so let's try the song just to learn the lyrics, okay? So one thing that I like to do in my classes is to take my big frame drum, actually I'm gonna take it now, and sing the song with a frame drum for when we are learning the song, okay? So, this is the instrument that I bought here in London in an Indian store, music store. I cannot play it properly, unfortunately, but it has a wonderful sound. So, when we teach songs to children or to adolescents, hello Sabrina and hello Valentina. Okay, so when we teach song to a group of kids or adolescents or adults, and we want to teach the lyrics, so we want them to specifically learn the song, okay? We have two ways of doing it. We can do it in a more structured way by dividing the song in parts and asking them to repeat after us, okay? That's the classic way of teaching songs, really. We have learned probably all in this way. And we also have another way of teaching songs, which is when we are singing the song. Of course, it cannot be a song that lasts 3 minutes, otherwise it's too long. But we can have short songs, like pam-pam songs that we sing for according to the MLT, okay? But we can take that principle and apply it to all the other songs. So we can have these songs and just sing them for the people, little by little, leaving holes, leaving spaces, okay? And in this way, kids or adults learn the song in a natural way, not only acquiring the whole idea of the song, but understanding also much better what are the different parts of a song, because they are listening to the whole, okay? They're not listening to parts plus part plus part plus part, but they are actually listening to the whole piece, okay? So they have a better idea of how the whole song works and they get the whole feeling of it. So we're gonna try this second way of teaching, not the call and respond, but listening to the song all together. Now, this drum has this kind of really not definite tuning, so I'm gonna try to sing like that. This is the note that I'm gonna take. It's a bit high for me this morning, but I'm gonna do it. So whilst you're listening to the song, you can walk around your room or just close your eyes and try to relax your body, okay? You can take it as a warm-up this morning if you're still almost asleep, okay? You can gently start moving your body and relax and listen throughout the whole body perception. So I'm gonna do it with bum bum bum. So we learn only the melody. Bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 bum. And it repeats, right? So there are two parts that are repeated. Now let's do some holes here and there. Bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba-dum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 bum. Good. Now we do with the lyrics. EYENNÄ, EYENNÄ, oh EYENNÄ, ja. EYENNÄ, EYENNÄ, oh EYENNÄ, ja. Heja, heja, EYENNÄ, oh EYENNÄ, ja. Heja, heja, EYENNÄ, oh EYENNÄ, ja. Nice. So, okay. Now we're gonna try to learn the body music together, okay? So, the lyrics don't have any meaning. I've learned this song in Venezuela many years ago, and the teacher told me that there is no meaning in this song. So let's just say the lyrics once. EYENNÄ, EYENNÄ, oh EYENNÄ, yeah, and that is repeated. EYENNÄ, EYENNÄ, oh EYENNÄ, yeah. Second part. Eya, eya, EYENNÄ, oh EYENNÄ, yeah. Repeated. Eya, eya, EYENNÄ, oh EYENNÄ, yeah. Okay? Don't worry, no meaning. Just try to learn it by, listening and repeating. Now, the movements are associated with what we're singing. So, EYENNÄ, EYENNÄ. Okay, this is the beginning. Oh EYENNÄ, yeah. So, in the reel, you saw that it was written claps equal quavers. Feet or stomps equal crotchets, okay? And then we have legs, thighs, equal semi-quavers, okay? So you can teach this song to your students, especially if you're starting working on notation and how to write the rhythm. And you can tell them, think that when you have crotchets, you have to clap. Na is a longer sound, so you have a feet. EYENNÄ, EYENNÄ, okay? And then when you go faster, you have the semiquavers. So let's do it after me. 1, 2, and my turn. Your turn. Ta, boom, my turn. EYENNÀ, EYENNÀ, your turn. EYENNÀ, EYENNà. Second part. OHALIYE. Now we do it together. Ready and OHALIYE. Alright? And how it ends. OHALIYENNÀ. Together. OHALIYENNÀ. OHALIYENNÀ. Last time. OHALIYENNÀ. So from the very beginning, just myself and then together. EYENNÀ. EYENNà. OHALIYENNÀ. And again together. EYENNà. EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. Okay, I am doing this with my fingers just to point what part comes next. But if you're teaching this song to actually, if you want to perform this, don't do this with your fingers, okay? Let's try not to do this with the fingers now. Ready and EYENNà. EYENNà. OHALIYENNÀ. EYENNà. EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. Now we sing it, okay? Ready to go. EYENNà. EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. EYENNà. EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. Second part. Eya, eya. This is all quavers. Ta, 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 or ti, 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 or do, de, do, de. Okay, depending if you are Kodali, Gordonian, whatever. There are many possibilities, many syllables that you can use. Anyway, eya, eya, EYENNà. Okay, so da, do, de, do, de, do, da, do, do. Okay, eya, eya, EYENNà. Listen just to the rhythm. Quaver, 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 quavers and quavers, quaver, quaver. Okay? Eya, eya, EYENNà. And then, OHALIYENNà. So that's the end of the first part. Do you remember? OHALIYENNà comes back after eya, eya. So, eya, eya, EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. Eya, eya, EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. Right, done. This is the whole song. Let's do it with the lyrics now. Singing, sorry. Ready and EYENNà. EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. EYENNà. EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. Second part. Eya, eya, EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. Eya, eya, EYENNà. OHALIYENNà. Okay? So if you just connected, go back and you can see all the different ways of learning this song, okay? Now, I told you that we would have discussed how you can actually write this body music part on a music stave or music stuff, okay? So I have here on my iPad the part. I hope you can understand it. Yes, okay. Right, so what happened here? We have two examples okay? In the first example, I hope it's on the right way for you to see it. I have a doubt now, I should have written it on the other way, but anyway, on the first example, we have 4/4, okay? So this is the tempo, of course, and we're using a full music stave here to describe what we're doing with our hands, and then we have a second line where we describe what we're doing with the feet, okay? This type of rhythmic body music notation is taken from Barbaruques, okay? It's not exactly what they're doing because this is a much simpler way, and it's not even completely what they are doing, but takes inspiration from the works of Barbaruques, okay? So Fernando Barba created a whole stave and a whole full way of describing the sounds that we're doing with our body and how to basically write them on paper, okay? So this is an example. You have a full stave and the spaces or the lines indicates the different parts of the body that we are using, okay? The hands, where the hands are hitting. So this, back, first. I want to see the first one, thank you. So here, which is the do, right, a C, these are the hands, just the claps. And then we have a feet, okay? Then going down, we have hands, claps basically. And here, these are the hands on the thighs, okay? So for what I've understood and for what I've seen in my experience, if you're using the stave, it's very complicated to also say if you want to use the right or the left. Also because notation is mirror indeed, okay. So does it mean that is clear or that is on the opposite way? Maybe I can actually turn it. If you let me know, I can turn it. So what I was saying is that it's easier sometimes to just write where the position is, so like here, instead of writing also left and right, because you're going to learn the body percussion activity anyway also by showing, okay, or with a little video. So now we have all of these technologies and the notation is very good if you're doing an exercise of writing, but for me body music is still better to be learned just by observing and trying together, okay? But it's useful to work on some specific grammar that you want to potentially introduce in your classes, okay? In the second example instead, this is taken from another idea which is called rhythm cards. You can potentially have a different symbol for the different positions of the hits on the body, okay? So here you have claps, stomp, and here with another rotative square, okay, you have a thighs, all right? So these are two different ways of writing. I also use another one, which I usually share in my courses when the people are not musicians. So if you're not a musician and you don't know how to read the stave, you can just have a table like drummers that tells you exactly 1 and 2 and 3 and it tells you when basically you have to do the different parts, the different sounds on the body, okay? And that I have learned with another colleague that is called Ollie Turner from Beat Goes On, which is part of which always does a masterclass in the international training course that we organize here at Music Tree. So yeah, there are many ways of writing body music. Let me know if you have any questions. I can share with you if you want this PDF. Just send me your email and I can do it if you like it. Okay, so why don't we do a song another time? Okay, we do the song another time and then it's done for today. And then I'll see you in 2 weeks because next week I'm in Italy teaching. And so when I'm coming back, it's again the time of the songs for children 0 to 3 years old. And also next week, it's without any Monday music seeds, so you can catch up if you have missed